How's it going, people? xSalmonSlapperx here, and I don't know how the hell I didn't know about this game until now, but this is Vindictus. It's a free-to-play MMO made by Nexon, who's translated it from Korean into English. At the moment you can only play 3 characters, but they are releasing more later. So for now, I'll be going the mage, which can use a scythe because, well, it's a scythe and scythes are always badass. So yeah, I've played this for a bit. This game is actually pretty fucking awesome. I highly recommend downloading it and giving it a try. But this is the first like little intro scene, so you can all decide for yourselves. Let's have a gander.
Get it together, rookie!
We got him cornered. Ready the ballistae!
Blades, advance!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
He's climbing the bell tower!
Load ballistae!
Captain, the tower will collapse if we fire right now.
Doesn't matter. Prepare to fire!
Stop!
Stop! Hold!
Hold fire! Teve, it's dangerous. Move out of the way.
Teve, what are you doing?
Aiden, please give me some time. He's not usually this violent. I'll talk to him.
People's lives are in danger. That's no longer the town's guardian. It's just a monster. Move aside!
But...
Let us handle this. Reload, ballista! Reload! Reload!
Oracle, we don't have much time.
Marek, don't you trust me? I must go up there. He's frightened. He's terrified. I can hear his voice.
All right. But I go with you. Merrick, grab some men and follow.
Yes, sir! Follow the captain!
Yes, sir! Wait! Don't move! Fomorian emblem. What is this doing here?
Ambush! Over there! Vamos! Rookie, protect the Oracle.
So this is the first little fight you get into. It's kind of like a mini tutorial. There are actually more tutorials after this, but basically left trigger on your mouse will do the quick magic attack with this mage, and then you hold down the right trigger and it'll slowly like kind of channel the magic and you can use more powerful spells. I didn't actually know what the hell I was doing at the beginning for this section, as this is commentating after I actually recorded it. But yeah, to be honest, this game was fun as hell to play. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but it was still pretty cool. It's all controlled with mouse and keyboard, but you can just have it so only your keyboard's used, or if you've got a wired Xbox controller or a PC controller, you can actually plug that in and you can set up all the buttons yourself, so you can do whatever you want. So no matter what your preference is, you can always change the buttons anyway. Best thing about this game, unlike most, pretty much everything you see in front of you is destructible, which you don't really see in MMOs. So like for example, I can pick up the enemy's bodies or weapons. I can even pick up barrels and stuff and lob them at the enemies if I wanted to. But yeah, the requirements for this is a 2.4 GHz dual-core processor, or better, and these are the minimum requirements. You'll need at least 512 MB RAM, they recommend 1 gig, and, well, a decent graphics card. Unlike some MMOs, it's not open world as such. Where it's like RuneScape or Final Fantasy 11 or Perfect World or WoW or something like that. You got massive landscapes you can travel across and stuff. Unlike those, this one you got like a main hub city, and all the shops and NPCs and stuff are all in that main city. And then to get to fighting and doing missions and quests and battles and all that, you actually jump onto a boat, and that'll take you to like a separate instance where you get mission objectives like killing the boss a certain way or something. Also, this has actually got a storyline to it, unlike a lot of MMOs. The only other MMO I know of that's got a decent story to it, or some kind of story to it, was Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14. Come to think of it. Well, I'm quite loving this game. This game was originally called Mabinogi Heroes over in Korea, and they've renamed it to Vindictus in the US and the EU. The US and the EU actually have separate servers, so you won't be lagging like a bitch if you download it. So for example, if you're anywhere in Europe, then you'd want the EU version, as even if you download the US version and log in on theirs, your IP is actually technically banned. I'll shut up while this goes on.
It's all right. Shh. You'll be fine. Why did you attack? Tell me. Why were you so scared? Who did what? Who?
So, first taste of a boss. Although I can't actually die in this tutorial. But yeah, this game's pretty cool. You can actually roll and dodge depending on where your classes are. At the moment, like I said before, there's only 3 classes, which is the mage you are watching now. You've got kind of like a tank, which is using a shield and a sword, or a shield and a hammer. Then the last class is either a dual wielding sword user or a polearm user. There are actually 2 other classes which are due to be released. I'm not sure when they're going to be released, but I know one is an archer. I'm not sure what the 5th class is yet. But so far as these 3, this one is actually the offensive mage and the healing mage all in one. Every class has got a choice of 2 weapon sets they can use. So the mage, for example, has got the staff class, which, as you would have thought, uses all the magic. So all your healing magic and massive offensive spells like Fireball is pretty much can only be used while using a staff. The other one they've got, other weapon these mages have got is a scythe, which, as you would have thought, is your meleeing, well, half hybrid mage kind of thing. I haven't actually managed to get a scythe yet, but I cannot wait to try it out, because playing as mage so far has been awesome. I mean, come on, how many MMOs do you know do this? So, tutorial part is over. When you're talking to NPCs and stuff, it'll come up like this. Kind of similar to like how Persona 3 and 4 did it. But let's make our character. I'll skip past this, there is quite a few options. Yeah, this is your character creation screen. A couple of hairstyles, a couple of colours you can choose from. You can change your height, your boob size. Typical customization log. As this is a free game, as you would have thought, it's also got like an in-game shop where you can spend real life money for items within the game. Although a lot of it seems to be aesthetic stuff. So it shouldn't be game breaking if you don't spend any money. But yeah, graphics wise this game is actually pretty cool. It's got some good ass graphics, fair play. The requirements aren't massively high to actually run this game, as I'm currently running it on max resolution with everything pretty much on max. And I'm still keeping an average 25 frames per second, 30 frames per second. Anyway, after you finish your character and you've done the little tutorial bit, it eventually throws you back into town, and this is the main hub for this game. This is where you'll spend quite a lot of your time. It's also where you'll meet up with other players. You can join guilds, make friends, join a party, re-gear yourself, sell your shit and stuff. Oh yeah. So this is the main area. Got the forge here where you can make your weapons and stuff. But for now I'll just carry on with the main quest so we can get into how it actually fights. The fighting of this game and whatnot. So basically you come in here and this will carry on the main story. And Marek and this bird from the army will be arguing. So basically, after you talk to these, you'll get a quest/mission for the mercenary training camp. As you can see, there's quite a lot of skills, and you actually earn ability points or AP through doing these missions/quests. Yeah, right now I haven't got any, but meh. So, let's go about doing our first quest/mission. So like I said before, to actually start your missions you need to be going to the dock. And in you can see you've got battle quests there. If you just walk up to it, this little map will come up in front of you, you click on wherever you want to go. And then it'll open up a further screen. If there's anybody actually doing this quest, then there'll be parties available that you can join. And you can team up with other people to get it done. Well, I'll just show you around a bit. Like, you do have to come here, you click on this. Search will bring up what missions you can actually do, or missions you've done which you can repeat. You can see I've only got the one available at the moment. This was my first time playing it, so I wasn't sure what I was doing. But basically, to start the quest yourself, you need to create a party. And through there you can select what mission you're doing, how many people you want in your party. Or if you're just doing it solo, you can select the difficulty and any bonus objectives or secondary objectives. I think they're called battle honor points or something like that. But yeah, I'll skip this section here and I'll probably start recording as soon as I get into the mission itself. But basically, once you do it, you'll get taken to a boat. While you're on that boat, people can then join your party. And as soon as you're ready, you can sort out all your equipment while you're there. You can buy equipment and stuff. And then once you're ready, you can all click start and you'll end up something similar to this, depending on what mission you're doing. So you can see I'm still in the tutorial, as I've still got no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, the controls are really easy. I gotta be honest, I thought it would be a bit more difficult, but they're really easy to get used to. Boom! So right here, as I entered, I had a choice of asking for help or assistance from a high level player or something. And me not knowing what the fuck it was, I said yeah, and some random guy joined my party. So apparently you can request assistance from high levels for information and whatnot, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a mentor system. Unfortunately, he's talking German. Yeah, if you was using the swords or whatnot, you right click. Instead of bringing up like my firebomb and all that, you'll actually do a power attack if you combo it with quick attacks. So for example, if you left click attack 4 times and then followed up with a right click, it'd do a powerful smash. And you batter them across the screen or something. You see, that's the person I apparently requested help from. Anyway, this one's pretty simple and straightforward. I pretty much just have to kill the boss in here and that's it. On later missions and stuff, you've actually got like secondary objectives where you kind of like gotta rip apart the enemy to get special items and whatnot. It's like even the enemies suddenly become breakable later on. You get all your items and your cash from killing all the mobs in here. As you can see, those black little balls, they actually give you your items and drop the items for you. You've also got a secondary weapon. I'm not sure if you can actually change this, but as you just seen there, it's kind of like a massive spear of doom. You can actually aim it in first person as well, which is pretty cool. Oh, come on, man. Headshot. Yeah, sometimes you'll get enemies, or maybe even bosses, I'm not sure about bosses, which will say finish. You just beat them and they'll tend to drop an item. Like that. With all these items you can actually craft all your own weapons and armors, which is actually pretty cool. Save yourself some money, like. Yeah, here's a very basic boss view throughout this game. Well, maybe not throughout, but basic boss nonetheless. So yeah, some bosses you need certain tactics to kill, and certain tactics will actually knock them down, like these spears are doing to this one, which allows you to attack as he kind of goes all out on you. Basically just to get used to the basics, but with this mage you can batter him with that fire spell, or use the spears to like stun them, so you can wail on them. Yeah, all the bosses drop a lot of items, depending on what mode you're doing it on, as there's a choice between normal, hard and hero. The items you get, you may get more or less depending on which one you go on, and the items may be better, or you may get more chance of getting a rare item. So it's always worth going back and probably doing it to see what else you can get. But yeah, this has been Vindictus. I love this game. It's actually really fun to play. I only found out about it yesterday. I can't believe I only found out about it yesterday. I can live with that. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description for the EU and the US version. So depending on where you are, you can download and try it yourself. But yeah, I highly recommend giving this a go. This is actually a really cool game. Yeah, that was your basic first dungeon. So tell me what you guys think. If you're interested, if you like the look of it. Hell, even if you want to see more videos, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, give it a go. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you want to see some more. If you're interested, or if you've tried it yourself. Then yeah. RS Quest, next one will probably be Friday, if not it'll be next week Friday. So until then, I'll catch you all later.